it.
Let's do it. This is why we lift all them weights. Is it the greatest ever versus the best ever? It's Brady versus Rodgers. They've never met in the playoffs before. There's chest bumps, there's frozen tundra, it was cold, it was snowy, let's go. Couldn't have said it better, Tom. 7-7 in the second quarter. Look at Lenny Fournette, or playoff Lenny's gonna hit the circle button right here. Oh, this looked like LSU Lenny. Really good Leonard Fournette, amazing highlights. Look at it again. Turtle, switch the ball, little stiff arm, and I'm going to break you off this. Nate, that's a clean run.
Is that LSU or LFG? Because Leonard Fournette's good.
Talk about it, Nate. Leonard Fournette, good. LFG, it also stands for something else, and they had that going too. 14-10. 2nd and 18. Rodgers never throws picks. Picked off by who? Schrager?
Sean Murphy Bunting.
Say his name every 5 seconds. Rodgers talked afterwards. A little miscommunication about exactly what the route was with Lazard. You don't like to see that at this point of the season. 14-10 now. 6 seconds and a half. 5 seconds. They're going deep. They're going to run out of time. Scooter.
It was the Greg Williams defense.
Oh, my. It was the Greg Williams
Right
defense.
before halftime? Protect the end zone.
A Jets callback. They protected nothing. They protect his house. Like Under Armour used to say, click, clack. 21-10. We got a blowout in Lambeau? You got to be kidding me. Boom. Aaron Jones, fumble, scoop Devin White. Absolute maniac, but Aaron Jones shaken up in the play, had a really rough day, had to leave the game, did not come back. He might be leaving Lambeau. Guys, that might have been Aaron Jones' last play as a Green Bay Packer with all his deal in the offseason. We'll find out. 21-10, though. Harvard man, Cameron, great touchdown. The route is on.
Uh-oh, make America great again.
Nate, maybe they're doing it. Appropriate, coming from the quarterback, 28-10.
Hey.
We need it. Okay, Rodgers says, wait a second. I got a tight end who didn't go to Harvard with the Indiana State. His name's Robert Tonyan.
Okay.
Comebacks on the 28-17. Brady at this point just kind of started throwing picks. It was weird.
It was weird.
He kept going to it. That's an Adrian Amos pick. He sat down. He threw 3 of them in a game that he won. It was kind of a strange game in that regard. Devontae working at goal line. The Packers are back. All right, they were way down. Rodgers hasn't cut his hair in months. It's almost as long as Bakhtiari's. 4th quarter, we got a game. 28-23, a 3rd and 2. He just starts throwing picks.
Chucking them up.
He would not stop chucking them. I'll give him that. He was not afraid, but maybe he should have been. And noticing all these interceptions, he kept going deep and they kept getting it, but the Packers were not
3 and out.
them in. They'd come in, they'd go 3 and out. Like Kay says, she's right. 2nd and 1. What do you got? Rodgers, Marquez, Valdez, Scantling. Had maybe the game of his life.
Hey, he played awesome yesterday.
Everything about this loss, nothing to do with 83. He was really good. But a 3rd and goal, down 8.
This is everything.
2 minutes. Go! Go! Goes into Devontae. Watching the reverse angle.
Oh my
He spoke afterwards. He said, I thought about running it, but I think one of their guys... We'll talk about it. He doesn't run it, but he got another down. Matt LaFleur sends out the kicker. They kick a field goal down 8 with a couple minutes on all their timeouts. Aaron Rodgers would never get the ball back. And then there was this. 3rd and 4. Wait. Flag. Really late flag.
Long wait.
I mean, that's
You have to call it, but there were a lot of flags that they held on to throughout the game. They really let those guys play on the back end.
We'll talk about that too. 3rd and 5. Last chance. Can you get Rodgers a Hail Mary? Can you get the man the ball back? A toss play to Chris Godwin. Who called that? Eric Bieniemy? Slides right to Tampa. The Bucs are going home, and I'm saying they're playing the Super Bowl at home. Rodgers, Brady. I don't think those guys are best friends, but I think there's a respect, and Rodgers loses another
Rodgers
title.
didn't even look at him.
No, Rodgers said afterwards, I'm gutted. They lose again. The Bucs are going to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady, that will be number 10. How's it feel, Tom?
You know, it's been a long process for, the whole team. And today was just a great team effort. We played sporadically a little bit, but the defense came up huge. And we're going to need it again in a couple weeks. And I know it's a big game coming up. We'll get to enjoy this for a little bit and then get ready to go against whoever we play. It's going to be a great game.
Tom, 3 consecutive wins on the road. And when we spoke this week, you talk about how difficult this game is. The game to get to the Super Bowl, in particular on the road. How were you guys tested today at Lambeau?
Well, it's a great football team. They've been playing well all season. And, to come beat them at home, there were 9,000 fans. It felt like a little more than 9,000. But just great to get another road win. And now we got a home game. Who would ever thought, a home Super Bowl for us, but we did it.
I don't know. Everybody says it's tough to get to a Super Bowl. Is it really, Tom? Is it really? You're about to hit your 10th in Tampa Bay here for a different team, different conference. You could be the first quarterback in NFL history to win one for a team in 2 different respective conferences, which is wild. They pull off the upset in Lambeau, Schrags. How did the Buccaneers do this, especially with all of those turnovers?
They had the heart of the champion yesterday, and they had an unwavering spirit. And with all the talk about Lambeau and the cold, Brady's first scoring drive is everything you need to know about Tom Brady, and it was about 3rd down conversions and getting out of trouble in a way that only Tom Brady can. 3rd and 4, 27 yards to Mike Evans, says, we're here, okay? 3rd and 9 is the next situation here. They need it. They need something. Brady, Godwin, awesome play design, gets it, and then the big one. 3rd and 7, back against the wall. Brady just lets it rip. And it's Mike Evans' touchdown. It was a statement. It said, we're here. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And I'll tell you what, against another one of his peers from his generation, this is what I look at. Playoff records. Tom Brady now has 33 wins in his career, 11 losses. A lot of those, he had bye weeks, so he didn't even have a chance to put on more.
Right.
Rodgers, 11-9. Peyton, 14-13. Breeze, 9-9. Rivers, not even 500. Brady just so much better in big moments and so much more dominant in big moments than every single one of his peers. Yeah. Tom Brady has the heart of a champion. What I made out of this one, he led that team, and it started right from go, and they held on. Tom Brady is going back to the Super Bowl, and it's where he belongs.
Big moments. That's what this game is about. That's what football is about. That's what playoff football is about. Who's going to make the play when the moments matter the most? Now, there's things that we can count on. We can count on Tom Brady balling out. We can count on Mike Evans doing his thing. You can count on that like a first grader counting on his fingers to do math.
Sure.
Here's some math for you. Tampa Bay Buccaneers minus Antonio Brown equals Scotty Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, Scooter was balling in this one. And listen, it doesn't matter if it's just one play that you remember. It's the one play that mattered. Right before halftime, you're sitting there, this game is really hanging in the balance, and this was a blow to that Green Bay Packers defense. And to look at Scotty Miller stepping up and making a play like this in this moment, this wasn't by surprise. This wasn't an Antonio Brown play. This was something that we've seen before. So much so, we actually have seen this. This play was similar. They threw this up against the Raiders, and it was a touchdown. You see this to the left side of the field. I want you to look at the top of your screen. Does this look familiar? Where's Tom Brady throwing that ball? The back of the end zone. He hits the pylon. It's damn near the same play. The reason I want to show you this is because if Antonio Brown is out, which I was worried about that, you don't put Scotty Miller in to be Antonio Brown. Okay. You put Scotty in to be Scotty. And that's what was special about this. Being a wide receiver who has played multiple roles. I've been a number 1 guy. I've been a substitute. I've been in this position that Scotty's in. Hey, you need me to step in because somebody's hurt? I got you. That's what's special about this squad. Playmakers make plays. You showed them. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, even Gronk stepped up. But having a guy like Scotty Miller sitting on the bench quietly, you need me? All right, cool. I'm ready to rock. That's what made this game special for the Bucs. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments.
You'll talk math, I'll talk Latin. The story of the weekend in the AFC and the NFC is an old Latin proverb which translates to fortune favors the bold. We're going to get into all the things the Bills didn't do, certainly all the things the Packers didn't do at the end of the game. The Bucs came into this game, so we're going to light this thing up. Tom Brady said, I'm going to chuck it. I'm going to chuck it deep. He started throwing interceptions. He did not care. He kept going in. He was the more aggressive quarterback. He was the bolder quarterback right off the bat, as Peter showed. At the end of the game, I think he threw 3 interceptions in 7 throws, and he didn't care. It was like a shooter that says, give me the ball. I'm going to shoot another 3. It was so impressive. And, you know, we're showing the Scotty Miller play all day long. The play before that was a 4th down that they went for and converted. Do you know how risky that is? If 1 more second ticks off on the Scotty Miller play, they get no points. Yep. It's a terrible black eye for the team. You know, Arians says no risk it, no biscuit, all that, all day.
They had the punter on the field.
And they said, no, we're going to go. And I got to say this.
What?
Last week, Peter did this whole thing after Biden was sworn in about how Brady's been through all these presidents. And we kind of said, is there any way he'll be there for another election cycle in 4 years? Did you see anything yesterday that doesn't say he's going to play for years? He looks like a 28-year-old quarterback the way he throws the ball. And it's like he and Gronk say, again, they ain't going nowhere. The bold quarterback won in both divisions.
And yet,
Both
as
conferences.
great as Brady was at points yesterday, it was the defense that stepped up for them. Shregs, you've done a great job over not even just this past season, over the past couple seasons, highlighting some of these lesser known, lesser highlighted, lesser spotlighted players in the National Football League. And it was when, I mean, going into the fourth quarter, the Green Bay Packers, they cut the lead to 5. And you were thinking, oh, snap, here comes Brady throwing a pick. They're going to capitalize on us. No. All the momentum is on Green Bay's side. No, the Bucs force an immediate 3-and-out. Brady throws another pick. They force another 3-and-out. Then to close the game against one of the highest rating red zone offenses, we love gold in NFL history, they forced LaFleur into kicking a field goal. So I thought they weren't perfect yesterday, but they were playing without their 2 safeties down the stretch. Antoine Winfield Jr. didn't even suit up for this game. I thought that was huge. It made me really confident in picking Green Bay to take care of business this time around against this defense. But I got to we don't talk about Todd Bowles enough. Shregs, can you please give some love to Todd Bowles, who really did an incredible job here yesterday?
Todd Bowles' defense was everything yesterday, and it was led by leaders JPP and Sue, and then you saw David and White, and then, to your point, 2 safeties out. Antoine Winfield Jr., and of course, they lose Whitehead, and the rest of the defense chimes in and finds a way. I thought it was one of the greatest defensive performances you'll ever see, and Todd Bowles has a ton of credit this morning.
Yeah, they rose to the occasion. They certainly did. I guess we're bringing in Ian Rappaport, our NFL Network in. Teams going to Tampa Bay for Super Bowl 55. What's the latest on Patrick Mahomes, of course, and Eric Fisher?
Well, we'll start with Patrick Mahomes, of course, came into this game with 2 injuries we were tracking. One, of course, the concussion protocol, which he cleared on Friday. No ill effects there. Obviously looked fine. The toe issue is a little bit of a different thing. If you watch closely on how Patrick Mahomes ran, he looked a little different. Didn't seem to have his normal gait, dealing with turf toe. From what I understand, over the next 2 weeks, it is going to improve drastically. Still faces the possibility of surgery after the season. Still going to meet with a specialist to figure out if this is something that they have to handle with a procedure. But he is going to improve, and hard to imagine he is limited in practice. Going forward in Tampa, Mahomes should be okay. Not as much for Eric Fisher, their standout left tackle. Been there for about a decade, a highly paid left tackle. He tore his Achilles last night late in the game. He is now obviously out for the Super Bowl and faces a long road ahead. A pretty brutal injury for the Kansas City Chiefs. We saw how much it affected the Packers to not have David Bakhtiari. We will see if the Chiefs can adjust to not having Eric Fisher for the Super Bowl.
Huge deal. We'll keep our eyes on that one, of course. Patrick Mahomes and company trying to run it back and win another Super Bowl. And then Tom Brady, the GOAT, on the other side, trying to put the end to any burgeoning dynasty that they're trying to launch there for Kansas City. Appreciate you, Ian. Have you on through the day, giving us all the latest updates. Rocket Mortgage Super Bowl squares. I mean, you saw in these games, lead changes. Boom, boom, boom. We saw what happened. What do you think is going to happen between Mahomes and Tom Brady in the Super Bowl? Lots of points. Yeah. Points and millions of dollars in prizes up for grabs. It is the largest official game of Super Bowl squares ever, and it's free to enter. So every time the score changes during Super Bowl 55, which is just 2 weeks away, one lucky winner will receive $50,000. Plus, Rocket Mortgage is giving away 2 grand prizes of $500,000 that you could use towards a dream home. All the rules, where you can enter for free, anything you need to know, it's over at rocketmortgagesquares.com. More Good Morning Football on the